What's going on, people? Welcome to the LV Live Show. I'm LV Live. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Once again, I want to thank all the new subscribers for coming by to my channel, man. It is truly, truly appreciated, right? So listen, opening night is here. Opening night is here, and the Knicks went on the road to play John Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies and fall tonight in overtime to the Memphis Grizzlies. 115 to 112. Listen, fabulous, fabulous game. I think the Knicks started off slow. They looked sluggish from the beginning, and they had to fight their way back. The first quarter, they did okay, but they still looked a little slow. Second quarter, they just were struggling. But the third quarter, they stepped it up, right? They came back. Last year, third quarter of doom was always a problem for the Knicks, but not tonight, right? Not tonight. The Knicks played well in the third quarter. They actually outscored the Grizzlies in the third quarter 33 to 24, and that's pretty much where the Knicks were able to get back in the game, right? And they pretty much was led by Julius Randle, man. Julius Randle, listen, I love how Randle was playing, right? What he's doing, what maybe he's listening to me, I don't know. But listen, what he's doing is this, right? He's getting in the post and he's operating from out of the post. And then what he's doing is that he's facing up when he gets in that baseline or he gets in the post. He's able to back down. He's able to find people for the cut. He's able to kick out. And then when he finds somebody on him that he knows he can use, he's getting down there and getting busy. 15 feet. I didn't see Randle stepping out hitting too many long fader. I didn't see none of that. I saw a lot of penetrating, a lot of offensive boards. He was strong on them boards. Listen, Randle plays like this every game. Listen, the Knicks are going to be in the playoffs, and he's going to be an all-star. Period, end of story. He's got the size, the body, the athleticism. There's not too many dudes that can check Randle in that body, right? He's just as big as LeBron. So if he really amplifies himself and really pretty much plays to his potential, right? Keeps the same energy that he had today, he could be tough for us, and we can be a tough out, right? Just have him bring that same type of energy. Jalen Brunson started off slow, but he's kind of coming on strong in the fourth quarter, coming up with big shots, right? Money shots. See, that's what you get paid for, right? We always say that. You don't get paid for the first, second, and third quarter. You get paid for the money time, which is fourth quarter. And that's when Brunson started stepping it up, hitting a lot of big jump shots, a lot of runners, making good passes, good steals, right? Just being aggressive. Brunson looked great in the clutch moments, right? And that's what you pay him for big-time moments like that, right? Also, too, another great, beautiful shining spot for us today, Cam Reddish. 22 points, I believe. Let's make sure I got that right. Cam Reddish had, 22 points today off the bench. He looked great going to the rack, penetrating. That jumper was water today. He was aggressive. He was aggressive tonight. He wasn't thinking. He wasn't, like I said before, just trying to, be on that fly guy stuff, right? He wasn't doing that. He was attacking. Especially, I love one time he got the steal, was coming up on a fast break. Instead of trying to lay it up, he came up with a two-hand dunk. Bang. Right? Just looking aggressive, going to the rack, getting and ones. Then, of course, hitting that three in the corner to send it into overtime. Listen, he was huge for us today. Huge. Right? All right. Here's the one issue. And this is a major issue that I have. R.J. Barrett, I don't know what was going on today. He didn't look like himself. He didn't, right? He seemed a little sluggish. He just didn't seem like himself. I don't know what's going on, right? He just didn't. If you are going to be the guy, if you are going to be the alpha, right? You can't have moments like what happened tonight. That can't happen. Now, yes, granted, everyone's going to say it's game one, right? That's fine. But if you're a perennial all-star or you want to be a perennial all-star, and you want to be mentioned in the same conversations as guys that was in your draft class, like, John Morant, and of course Zion Williams, right? You want to be in those same conversations with those guys, right? Because you were the number 3 pick. You can't have a night like how you had tonight. You just can't. John Morant had 34 tonight. Looked as explosive can be. Going to the rack, doing whatever he wanted, getting M1s, all that stuff, right? You can't look like that on primetime television on a night like this, opening night, right? And you're supposed to be the guy. We gave you this big contract, right? People don't want to say that matters. It does matter. It does matter because this is what he's getting paid for. He's getting paid for to make big time shots, not have a night like how he had tonight. Period. Now, I was a little concerned in the beginning of how they started because once again, guys, they had today's Wednesday. They had 5 days off. So I said to myself in the beginning of the game, I was saying to myself, I said, the Knicks don't look right, right? All their shots are short, all their shots are long. Their legs look dead. And the first thing that came to my mind was, I said, listen, man, I hope Tibbs wasn't running them and pushing them and had them playing hard in practice like it's the game. I hope he's not starting that. I hope he's not. Now, of course, once again, everybody's going to say, listen, it's early, it's the first game, but my point exactly, their shots shouldn't be short. Their shots shouldn't be long. It shouldn't be. That's what happens. If you guys never played before, some of you guys who have played, who are former athletes, you understand. The first thing that's going to go is your legs. Now, you're going to push yourself because you're an athlete, you're in great shape, but your shot is not going to be there. Because a couple of times when Obi went up, his shot was short. Like, he just didn't look like he had it tonight. Same thing with IQ. Didn't look like he had it tonight. Same thing with Derrick Rose. And I saw the same thing with RJ. Those guys just didn't look like, they looked like a step slower. Like their shots weren't, you know what I mean? So I just hope Tibbs isn't doing that. I hope he's not running these guys and just running them into the ground. I hope that's not what's happening. It's the season now, so you don't need, these guys are in shape, man. These are guys in shape. You don't need to run these guys hard in practice and treat them like it's off season because most of these guys are training throughout the year, so you don't have to do that. So I hope that's not happening. So like I mentioned, so there was no production from IQ and no production really from Obi. That's a problem too, right? Those guys are going to be major for us coming off the bench and giving us big minutes, right? IQ's got to produce. He's got to produce. He's got to produce. Obi can't have nights like this, right? You're talking about, Randall, Obi's better than Randall. Randall proved it tonight, right? Obi ain't there yet, right? Because when Randall wants to play, like I've said to you before, guys, when Randall wants to play and he locks in, he's a better player than Obi. That's just the truth. I've always had issues with Randall because of, mentally where he's at. But skill set, he's there. He's got the goods. All right, let me just be honest. He's the goods. But he just mentally has to be there all the time. That's Randall's issue. He gets that tight, he could be a perennial all-star just because his build, his athleticism. There's not too many guys in the NBA walking around looking like him, right? So like I said, he looks like LeBron James. His build, his size, everything, right? So he can really be a force, right? Last year he was 20 and 10, six assists a game last year. He had big time numbers last year, but just no one really realizes that because number one, all you remember is the thumbs down, right? But he gets it all right mentally. He's going to be tough. He's going to be tough. But he just has to continue with this, right? Continue with this type of mentality, right? And Randall will be good. I think RJ will bounce back. I'm not too worried about that. But primetime games like this, we can't have that. Our alpha, right? Who a lot of people feel he is now, including myself, he can't have games like he did tonight. He just can't. Even if he starts so slow, he's got to finish strong, kind of similar to what Brunson did to help us with help us pull out the victory, right? But listen, I'll be honest with you guys. I'm happy with the Knicks' effort. At the beginning, I was a little worried, but I loved the fight in the end, and I loved seeing a guy like Cam Reddish who knows the spotlight is on him for him to take advantage of these minutes and come out with big minutes tonight. Because if he plays like this, somebody's going to have to lose some minutes because, you got to keep him out there if he's producing. And believe it or not, guys, also, too, I love the fact that Tibbs kept him in. He didn't sub him. He realized he was the hot hand. And listen, he kept him in. Look what happened. Cam sent us into overtime, right? So that shows that Tibbs is willing to play these guys to see exactly who's got the hot hand and who's rolling to pretty much, pull us out with a victory. So, good opening night. Good opening night. We didn't get the results that we want, but it's a lot of promise, a lot of things to be happy about. Some concerns, but not too much that I think that we can't turn this thing around and pretty much be able to have a really, really good season. But but just going forward, that's kind of like what we have to do. But let's keep it pumping. All right, we got a game Friday night. I believe we have Detroit. Let me just make just be clear on that. What we got? I think we have Detroit Friday night. Do we have Detroit? Yes, we do. Friday night, 7:30. Let's go. Let's get a W. Let's get a W. Let's get it back. All right, RJ, let's bounce back. But I'm really, really excited about the team. I love the effort. And let's keep things going. All right, listen, that's my show. I'm LV Live. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button, people. All right. Also, too, please leave comments so we can go back and forth and debate. All right, I'm LV Live, and that's my show, and I'm out. Peace.